Hey guys, what's up? It's the Double Chen Show.
It's Dan.
It's Mike.
Guys, we're back. As you guys can obviously tell that we posted a video about bubble tea. And a lot of you guys are like, hey, where you guys been? Well, we're back now, so.
Yeah, we went on a hiatus, break.
Yeah. Well,
vacation.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Asia.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I went to Asia.
Yep.
So if you guys didn't see yet, go to my Strictly Dumpling channel, go to my vlog, see what I did in Asia, all that fun stuff. So I'm back.
And I was just doing stuff.
you were here doing stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get back to some of the interesting topics that we wanted to bring up. And one of them in this video, we want to talk about tiger moms.
Tiger moms who...
No, this does not mean a female tiger.
No, although my mom's a tiger mom because she was born in the year of the tiger.
Okay, that's not what we mean.
Right, but she's not a tiger mom.
Right.
Which is what we're talking about right here. If you guys don't know what that is, tiger mom is a term that's been popularized by, I guess, an Asian American writer.
She wrote a book.
She wrote a book. Her name is Amy Chua. She published a book, and basically, tiger moms are really strict Chinese moms.
Tiger moms, ego dads. Yeah.
And not only are they strict, but a lot of people think that they are borderline child abusive.
Yeah.
How strict they are.
Right.
But for Chinese people, a lot of them are like, that's kind of normal.
Yeah.
I grew up with tiger moms, eagle dads. Yeah. I mean, what about you? Did you?
Yeah, my mom was pretty much a tiger mom.
You would consider her a tiger mom?
Because my mom wasn't like as strenuous on me in terms of studies.
Okay.
She was more about like physical stuff too. She was like, you gotta do your qigong exercises.
Oh, man.
You gotta like.
Wait. At the age of like 10?
At the age of 6, I was doing it.
No
5,
way.
6. Yeah, every morning before school, get up, do your qigong exercise. I was never able to sleep past like a certain time ever.
That's insane. You were 6 years old and your mom woke you up to do qigong exercise?
Yeah, she did.
That's insane. I woke up like at 8 or 7.
Yeah, because your mom is like westernized and she's like nice to you.
That's insane.
Yeah, welcome to the Asian world, man.
So you relate to this kid.
I can't relate to that kid because that's more insane.
That's more insane than waking you up at 6 o'clock to do qigong?
Yeah, because this is crazy.
All right, so what we're talking about, guys, is there's an article in the Epic Times. Basically, a tiger mom posted her child's schedule online.
Daily schedule.
And the reason she did that is she basically wanted to show people that, yeah, this is how I raise my kid.
Yeah.
And you guys should do the same thing because it works.
Yeah.
And he's obviously he's not falling asleep from the lack of sleep that he's getting. He's getting good grades, so you guys should use this method too.
So let's go over the schedule a bit here. Okay, first of all, this kid's name is Xiao P. So little P.
Are you serious? His name is Xiao P.
Look at it says Xiao P Har.
Oh, P.
What? Oh my God. That's what she wrote, right? 小屁孩周作细表. So weekly schedule for 小屁孩.
Right.
Okay. First of all, that's like a bad word. 小屁孩 is kind of like it's really bad. It's like little fart boy. You know? It's like, oh my God.
All right.
Anyway,
this kid is 9 years old. The schedule spans 16 hours, which that's kind of normal.
And
right.
it's every day of the week,
right?
Monday through Sunday. So it changes a little bit.
Yeah.
But basically every day he's got a schedule. So
yeah.
It's not like he has 6-day schedule and 1 day off.
No, this is every single day.
So wake up 5 a.m.
An hour earlier than you when you were 6 or 7 apparently. 5
a.m. is when I used to wake up, for when I was taking like a military science class in college. 6 o'clock. It's reading Guwen. Guwen is like ancient literary works.
Yeah, so basically he's like reciting ancient Chinese poetry or writing at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, for 1 hour.
This kid is 9.
And this is before school.
Right, he's not even in school yet. Okay.
So he goes to school.
Right, so So
Monday through Friday it says go to school. Right, that's
right.
Obviously what it is.
And in Chinese schools at the age of 9 is insane to begin with.
It's already pretty tough.
It's already tough.
So let's look at the weekend on the before that. So on the weekend, right after his ancient literary study, piano practice on Saturday.
Oh right, the extracurriculars.
Yeah. Piano practice, and then Weiqi, which is like a Chinese.
It's Go.
Go.
Right, with the black.
Yeah.
The black and white pebbles.
Pieces. Yep.
So you basically learn how to play like chess or whatever.
Yep, and then Taekwondo practice.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Chinese calligraphy.
Something physical.
Right.
Yeah. Well, on Sundays, Chinese calligraphy.
Right.
Shu Pei Xun. I don't know what that is. Some math training.
And there's some Latin dancing. That
No, we haven't got to the Latin.
Oh, we haven't got to. Okay.
So we're at Sunday
Uh-huh.
in the afternoon. You got this math training. Then you got swim class.
Okay. So physical activities.
So that all that ends at 4:30, 16:30. Yeah. So then 1900. So that's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. So I don't know what he's doing between 4:30 and 7. Maybe dinner. Around there.
Okay.
So 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Every single day of the week. This is where it really made a lot of people
angry
and uncomfortable.
Yeah. So people on Chinese social media is really angry at this mom.
Yeah, and especially about this because he does this every day from 7 to 7:30. He watches Chinese state-run propaganda news.
Right. And guess what? That half an hour, that's the kid's only break of the day.
Yeah.
So not only are you doing 15 and a half hours of rigorous work, you are then like, oh, you can go take a break, little Mikey, but you have to watch Chinese propaganda.
And it's not us saying like this is propaganda. Like netizens in China are saying you're making this kid watch propaganda news.
Right.
And you're brainwashing this kid. Let's finish up his schedule.
Yeah.
So on weekdays, when he comes from school and after his daily brainwashing, whatever, he has to go to English training.
Okay.
From,
that's good. He's learning how to speak English at the age.
Yeah, I think this is 8 o'clock, and then
he does nonstop learning until 10 p.m. Nonstop learning.
Right.
So he gets home, does homework, whatever, learns more. Then he goes to bed at 11.
Well, after his English training, it says here he has to finish his 家庭作业. So that's like his homework from home.
What is that?
Well, it could just be homework. It just says 家庭作业. It could be just homework, but it could also be homework
作业
that's
is
assigned.
homework.
Yeah, but 家庭作业, I don't know.
That's a really random.
So then he sleeps at 11.
Oh, and look, the mom, I guess she drew a cute little picture of a kid.
Yeah, that makes it all better.
Yeah, like now you can go to sleep.
And on Saturday, during that time, you got Latin dancing.
Which to me is hilarious, because that's just like sticks out like a sore thumb. Kids learning Latin dancing.
And then finish homework. And then Sunday, calligraphy.
Oh, it says he's also
math.
Preparing for the International Mathematical Olympiad.
So that's what the math training, I guess, is for. Does it work to some degree? Yes. And it depends, right? How are you looking at this? If you're looking at this, if this was like 1,000 years ago,
right?
Then yeah, it's normal because that's what people did.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think 1,000 years ago, though, I'm sure people learned all the time and the whole day was packed. But I think that it's so different from now, because this is like somebody like basically like forcing you, pushing you. Like she's basically like force feeding this kid all this stuff. I mean, for what? For his future? Do you think
that's what people are saying online?
Right.
Also, is this for the kid or is it for the mom?
Right. So, what do you think?
Well, I think first of all, obviously, every parent want the best for their kid, and they want to, instill the best ideals. They want the kids to be in the best position to succeed.
Right.
But I do feel, especially with Asian parents, there's a lot of it where it's about I can go brag now about my kid.
Because the tiger moms and eagle dads are notorious for that, for showing off their kids as well.
I know it's deeply rooted in Eastern culture where like it's everyone's got a safe face and have a lot of pride and whatever. But you know what? This is why also a lot of Asian kids grow up. One, the upbringing is very stressful, and two, they have a bad relationship with the parents.
Right.
The relationship with the parents is usually one out of respect and fear, and not out of like I love my parents.
Right.
And that's what's causing all this is these kind of crazy things.
Absolutely. You were gonna say messed up. We're not gonna treat our kids like this.
No.
So we're it ends here. But people who are older, our parents, like treated us kind of like that, and they expected us to grow up a certain way and like them, but it doesn't work anymore.
Well, there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance in life, and I really do feel like what Chinese parents were, maybe a lot of Asian parents in general, you're gonna realize later is that you're gonna watch a movie. You're gonna be like the Asian parents gonna be sit there watching a movie, watching like Fuller House or whatever's on, and they're gonna be like, wow, I wish I had that kind of relationship with my kids. That sentimental moment. Maybe they do. Like later on, when their kids are gone, they're like,
you think they're gonna do that?
What if? I'll tell you what. You know why I say that?
Okay.
You know why I say that?
Why?
Because
Did you catch your dad watching Fuller House?
No. My dad doesn't watch Fuller House.
Okay.
He only watches Who's the Boss.
Okay.
Because I feel like my parents want that with me right now.
Okay.
Like a more open communication, better relationship.
Right. So you think your dad was like watching like an episode of like I don't know.
Well, I don't know what
Matters?
he's doing, but I do feel like he's you know he's definitely like
he wants to be like Mike. He wants to be like
he wants to talk.
Yeah,
he wants to have open communication. Both my parents do.
Yeah.
But you know I'm a little messed up because I kind of grew up in that environment where my parents are over strict. And I don't have that relationship with my parents. And it's awkward to me. So I can't go and say I love you. And I can't do anything.
Basically, the sentimental bridge, like part of it's been burned.
Yeah, it doesn't work. And I'll tell you this right now, Asian parents, you're gonna want that a lot more than bragging to your fellow aunties about Harvard.
I totally agree. I think when those parents are like 40, 45, 50, they still want to like. They want to see that all the stuff they put into their kid come to fruition. But then I think when they're 55, 60, 65, I think then they're like, man, I just want to hang out with, talk with my kid. I don't want him to just like, maybe
send me money. He's successful, great. I'm happy, but
because that's what happens.
We don't have that kind of relationship.
Because those kids, that's how they show affection. It's like, here, I'm just gonna send you some money because I don't know how to do it any other way. So. I totally agree with you, and you're the example of that.
Yeah, it's not just us. We're in our 30s, but I know there's a lot of kids in their like teens and whatever. They're still going through that right now because their parents they just came from China, and they're forcing that upon them. We know those people.
We know those kids. We are around a lot of Chinese people all the time of varying ages, so we see this stuff happens, and it kind of breaks your heart a little bit. Like obviously I'm not saying every parent should be like my parent, who are basically like hippies, because I don't think that was good. No. But I think that they should be more like my Western friends' parents, who they were somewhat strict, but they were also like they knew when to back off. Yeah. And they have a really good relationship. Yeah. I think that's good.
Well, look, I mean, it's really cool. We got to see this schedule because I never saw something like this before. Well, guys, let us know what you think about this, and also for future news stories, we're not gonna talk too much news stories on Double Chen anymore.
That's right. We're still gonna do discussions.
We'll still do discussions every now and then, but we're gonna move the news portion of our videos to the Double Chen news channel.
That's right.
We just started, so you guys can check that out. It's in the description box because a lot of people are like, it's too many channels. Look. But we wanted a channel, all we did was news because there's a lot of news every day and we don't want to bombard you guys with all sorts of news items every single day. So go over there if you're interested in news items and our perspectives on them, and hopefully you'll find that channel interesting. Yeah, and luckily if you go there right now, which you should, there's already a bunch of videos up. Absolutely. So you don't have to wait like, oh man, so go check it out, guys. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Later. See ya. Wait, like 5 a.m. What's a military science class? Yeah, they like take you on military stuff and you do military training. Try to recruit you for the military in college. I've never took a class like that. And you will fail if you did.